I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you a recipe for my rigatoni with kale pesto. It's a fantastic dish you can make in the middle of the week to really kind of get something that's homey and delicious. And pesto is something we all love so much, but it isn't summertime anymore, and basil around where I live kind of hard to come by, especially in large quantities. So by using kale, which is a seasonal ingredient, it's affordable, it's delicious, it's packed with nutrients, it's fantastic. The ingredients you're going to need are really a few basic ones. You'll need rigatoni, or any shaped pasta you prefer, fresh kale. I've got some chopped walnuts here that I've toasted in just a dry skillet. You'll need some lemon, garlic, parmigiano, salt and pepper, extra virgin olive oil. That's it. Now what I've got here is a large pot filled with water. I give it a really good sprinkling of salt, and it's up to a boil. Now I wanted to share with you, I just wanted to show you how I clean my kale, because I've got a bunch here that's already been cleaned. Now a kale comes like this. There's a really big rib over here. It's really tough. You don't want to eat it. It's just not really edible, unless you want to, but I wouldn't. So all you do is literally strip it back and you get the leaves. So just like so. And that you can get rid of. And here is your beautiful kale. All right, I am going to add my kale to my boiling water, because we need to cook this for about 5 minutes because kale is kind of tough. And just cook it in the boiling water for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, what you're going to do is you're going to use tongs or whatever to get the kale out of the water. Do not drain the water, because you're going to use it to boil your pasta in. And then rinse the kale under cold water to stop it from cooking any further. That's it. I blanched my kale for 5 minutes, and then I rinsed it under cold water, and I just squeezed out the excess liquid. And as you can see, it cooks down quite a bit, especially once you kind of squeeze it all out. All right, now I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put that into my food processor. I also added my pasta to the same boiling water. Might as well. You got the pot there with the boiling water. You might as well use it for both things. To that, I'm going to add in some walnuts. A little bit of different flavor than your pine nuts that you would use for a traditional pesto, but it is delicious nonetheless. It really kind of goes really well with the kale. And then I like to use a little bit of lemon zest and juice in any of my pesto recipes, but if you don't like it, then by all means keep it out. I just think it gives a little bit of freshness, a little bit of brightness, and it almost cuts that almost rich flavor from the cheese that we're going to add and the oil. I think it's needed. Just a little bit of juice. Do this over my fingers so I can catch the little seeds. That's good. You need about a tablespoon of juice. Not too much. Throw that right into the sink. All right, wipe my hands here. Salt and pepper to taste as always. I love it that I changed the setting on this pepper mill grinder thing, whatever it's called. I mentioned it about 1,000,000 times, but it's the little things in life. Salt. And now I'm going to start this with just a tiny bit of oil, just to get it going, a couple tablespoons. And then once it's chopped up quite a bit, we'll start adding the rest of it. Pulse away. All right, at this point, I'm going to add in the rest of my olive oil. You're looking for about a ½ cup or so. That you want to just keep mixing it until you've got a really nice combined mixture. Get that all out of there. And now I'm going to grate my Parmigiano in at this point. Again, like I do with my regular traditional pesto. Get it all out of there. It smells so good. If I can get it out, I should say. All right, that'll do. Grate in a good amount, about a ½ cup. Look at that stamp. That's got my stamp of approval. That's one thing I will say I will not skimp on. It is good Parmigiano, because I just feel like it makes all the difference in the world. So just go ahead and grate in as much or as little as you like. My pasta cooked for about 9 minutes, and I just drained it and I put it back in the same pot. I've also reserved about a ½ cup of the starchy cooking water. I'm just stirring in my Parmigiano into my kale pesto. Smells amazing. I'm just going to put this right in here. I'm so excited to have this for dinner. You have no idea. I've been looking forward to this all day. All right. Get get that out. I'm gonna add in a little bit of the starchy cooking water just to help it give a little. And then give this a really good stir. And because no Italian girl could ever have enough Parmigiano, I'm gonna grate some more in there. I know, I love it. Now this is a fantastic dish to make anytime, you know, at any time, but it's really also great if you're having a small get together for Thanksgiving, you know, say, or you might have a vegetarian friend who's not eating the turkey. This is a great dish that you can make that still feels special. It's satisfying. It hits all those bells and whistles of fall flavors. It's fantastic. Ah, it looks delicious. I'm gonna serve myself up a little bit now because it smells so good and it looks so good. And I just gotta do it. If you love kale and you love pesto, you must try this recipe. It's delicious, it's easy, it's affordable because kale is really cheap right now, and it's a pasta, you're good to go. LauraInTheKitchen.com will have the recipe for you. I hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.